Alright, hey everybody out there. Thanks for tuning in for this next episode of Cooking with Dave and Nikki. What we're going to do today is show you how to make the best deer tacos you can make. First, all you need is a roast off of the deer you shot last year. And I hope you got one. If not, then tag soup might be your second alternative. But what you're going to do with this roast, for starters, is I packaged it. Before I packaged it, I trimmed it off pretty well. Trimmed off a lot of silver skin, a lot of the fat and whatnot. So it's pretty trimmed up roast here. Doesn't have to be completely trimmed. You can leave some of the stuff on there because we're going to slow cook it, and I mean slow cook it. So we're going to put this off to the side here. So you need a deer roast. You need one red onion. You need your seasonings and your beef broth, which Nikki's going to explain all this to you because I don't know a damn thing about what she puts into the deer roast. I just shoot the deer. So I'm going to let her take over here in a minute. She wanted me to do this intro. But damn, I already forgot. Before you're supposed to do any of this shit, you gotta drink a beer. But I ain't got beers today. I got margaritas because it's Cinco de Mayo. Made it at the house. It's strong as shit. And then to eat your tacos, obviously you're gonna need some tortillas and some cilantro, and we'll also use some more red onion in our tacos, but that can be on your own. Whatever you guys want to put, all your fixings on your tacos. But here's the base stuff you'll need just to get the taco meat going. This is for the deer meat. It'll be the best thing you ever ate in your life.
Hey everyone, so I'm going to go through the seasonings that go into the deer roast tacos, but first, because it's Cinco de Mayo and we have margaritas, I'm gonna take a drink, and so should you. The amount of tequila in those things. Okay, so first off, we have some paprika, some seasoned salt, some chili powder, oregano, cumin. I like to use minced garlic, some bouillon, beef bouillon is what I use, and I use about 3 tablespoons of butter. I'm also gonna go ahead and cut this onion, red onion is what I like to use for this roast, into large feathers. I don't like to use small pieces. I prefer the larger feathers. They just add a little bit more to the actual deer roast. So this is the tub attachment that goes to our pressure cooker / slow cooker. The roast is already in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add our medium to large onion that I've already cut up and feathered into large pieces, and I'm going to add it to this pressure cooker. Just kind of get these out of the way at this point. Next, I'm going to add our garlic. I add about a tablespoon, and then I'm going to add a cup of warm water. I like to use the warm water because I'm going to add a base of beef broth next, and it just dissolves a lot better that way. And then I'm gonna add my beef base. Okay, so after adding the beef broth base, I'm going to start with about 3 tablespoons of butter for now. I like to add the butter just to give it a little bit more deep in flavor and a little bit of fat to the meat, since deer meat is very lean. And then I'm gonna add my dry seasonings. But first, as always, I gotta take a drink.
Cheers.
Oh, okay, I guess I'm being joined. So for anyone who's curious, David just asked me, how much liquid do I add to the slow cooker process? Originally, when I started making these deer roasts and experimenting with stuff, I added about 2 cups of water to my 1 tablespoon of beef broth base, and that ended up being a little watery for me. It ended up being a whole lot of liquid to deal with in the meat ratio, so I downed it to about 1 cup to my beef broth ratio. So it doesn't look like a whole lot of water, or liquid in that case, but it will end up being the right amount, at least for us, liquid to meat ratio, and the flavor ends up just infusing into the meat and being absolutely delicious. So everything is now in the slow cooker. We're gonna set it for as long as this thing will go, which is about 20 hours, which is also fantastic because that's dinner time tomorrow. It's about 9:45 at night right now. I'm going to check this again in the morning and do a taste test and adjust my seasonings as I feel necessary, and potentially add more water, just because it'll evaporate during the whole slow cooker process for this long.
So this morning we got up, we flipped it once, and here's how it's looking. It's looking pretty good. No need to add any extra liquid or anything like that. All right, so for these deer tacos, they're done now. They've been cooking in the slow cooker for probably like 20 plus hours. They're as nice and moist and tender as can be. These bad boys are gonna be perfect. But to put on tacos, I'm gonna cut up a little bit of cilantro, and I'm gonna cut up a little bit of red onion. Now I'm gonna put some cheese just in a bowl and some sour cream. That's all we like. You can put some lettuce, tomatoes on them if you want to. Jazz them up how you feel, but I'm gonna go ahead and chop these up. But first, before I do any of that, I'm gonna grab a beer. Whoosh. Oh yeah.
So it is now dinner time. Let's see what it looks like.
Looking good.
It is so tender, I can literally separate it with a spoon. It is like butter.
All right, now the meat will be like kind of very watery, very juicy and whatnot. So I'm pretty sure everybody probably has some kind of spaghetti scoop, spaghetti strainer. I don't know what you want to call these bad boys, but it's got these nice little teeth finger things on it. But it's also got a little drain hole on the bottom. You want to scoop that meat out, let it drain off a bit, and then put it on your tortilla shells, or else you're just going to have a watery mess. It's going to be a good one, but it's going to be a watery mess. How is it? So I got my sour cream down, I got my deer meat down, and then when I like to make my tacos, I like to put the cheese down next. Bam! Like to throw a little red onion on that bad boy. Boop! Then a little bit of cilantro. Boop! That's all I do. And this will be the best deer taco you've ever ate in your life. Guarantee it. All right, try first bite. Little taste test here. You might want to call it venison carnitas. I don't care, whatever you want to call it. These bad boys are amazing. You gotta try them. Try this recipe. It'll be amazing. It'll be the best deer tacos you've ever ate. Cooking with Dave and Nikki, brought to you by the Whitetail Experience. And we are out of here.